This is for the CEO of Epic Games, Tim Sweeney. If you're not Tim Sweeney, you can just go on. You don't need to listen. But this is for Tim. This is for Tim because I don't know how to get a hold of you anymore because I'm not on the Twitter. So we know each other, Tim. We've talked one-on-one a bunch. We got into it about the Vive controller pretty heatedly. I'm not scared. Like, we have good conversations, I thought. And then you called me a lead on Twitter, and that was weird. But we're going to push all that aside. What we're going to talk about today is I don't know if you know this, Tim, but humans exist. People exist. Because I say that because I tried to use Fab last night, okay? And I've tried to use the Epic Game Store, and it's like going to a museum. There's no humans there, right? There's no reviews, there's no comments. It's just silent. Shh, don't say anything. The games will run. So it's really weird. It never feels alive. It always feels dead. I can't tell you if something's selling 1 million copies or 5 copies because they all feel the same. They all feel just as dead. And I've talked to people who work there about this before, of like, you guys got to fix that. That's broken. That's weird. But we're going to ignore that. We're going to even ignore that because I tried to use Fab last night. Fab, for people who don't know, is Epic used to have this amazing marketplace where you could get assets for your game. And I know people with assets, blah, blah, blah. But there's a bunch of little weird stuff that almost every game developer uses, like stuff for, so you don't have to do the menus or the saves. Somebody's already done the dirty work for that. You can just buy it for $20 and it saves you a bunch of time and it makes you make a great game and it looks like, oh my God, that's polished. That's nice. Because you used to be able to go to the Fab store and you would see questions. That was my favorite, questions. Because people would often ask the same question I had. I'm like, oh, is there an answer to this? Does this fix this? And be like, oh, no, we don't. Sorry. And people were really honest and back and forth because this was this public communication around this thing. I didn't have to go to somebody's Discord. I didn't have to go to anything else. I could just go there and be like, oh, hey, look, they got the same question I did and this fixes it. I'm going to get this. Or there were reviews. You could leave reviews. And so all of a sudden you knew something was like, hey, this is actually really good. And you knew how long something had been around. Like, you can kind of tell now because if it's been from 4.27 to 5.5, you're like, these people keep updating the thing, whatever. Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. But now all the release dates are the same date, so you don't actually know it that way because you put them all the same date because like somehow you couldn't carry that data over. That was impossible. As someone who's done these kind of things for a living, dude, I could have done that in 15 minutes. But you just decided it wasn't important because you decide communication with humans isn't important. I'm not even gonna go like, how come when I download something from Fab, I can't choose a directory of my project to install it in? Like, oh, that's high level. That's way over there. This is like, that's crazy talk. I'm just saying, like, can I read a review? No, I can just see a score. So what does that mean? Like, in the world where there's so many fake reviews and just review padding, like, what do these reviews mean? No, I want to hear the words. I want to hear, like, is this person looking for the same thing I'm looking for and using it? Like, the same thing for the games. Like, same thing, like, hey, is this really RPG-ish? Oh, no, this is just an action shooter. Well, let's be, no, nobody's buying the games on the Epic Store game anyways. But, like, we have a bunch of the free ones. And when I look at the free ones, like, I don't know, because unless I've heard of the game, like, humans exist. And one of the greatest things Steam did was say, the people selling the games are the ruling class here. They're already in charge. We don't need to give them more power. Who we need to give power to is the people coming to buy the games. So they give a bunch of information. I can't turn off reviews on my games. I can't turn off the forums. Sometimes the forums, I'm going to be honest, I wish I could turn those off. I can't do any of that because Steam said, no. The people buying the stuff are important. Now, they give a bunch of tools for developers as well, and you guys do as well now too. Like, all the bunch of stuff you guys have done has been really great. And I really like the Unreal Engine. Unreal 5 is, my God, I tried to talk to people, but someone was arguing with me the other day on Blue Sky, where us elites, I guess, go. I don't know, it was weird you called me an elite because we know each other, and because you thought I got it because the blue check. I got the blue check because people were pretending to be me on Twitter and trying to steal people's Steam accounts. Not very elite. It's kind of like the janitor because I have the janitor keys. But all right, where was I? I don't even remember anymore because who cares? Like, humans. Think of the people going to the store and what do they see and what information can they help them make the decision to buy. Because if they don't have that information, they go somewhere else. And I don't want to go to some developer's Discord. First of all, he's going to offer me a discount and I'm going to buy it outside the store. I'm going to do that all the freaking time. But also, I'm just going to, like, not buy it. And your game's on the game store. I'm not going to buy it because I don't have any information. I don't have anything to talk about it. No, if it's also sold on Steam, I could go do that because I can go look on Steam and I can compare prices and make that decision. So that's the buyer you're getting. But you're not getting the buyer who's like, I've never heard of this game or I want to know more about this game. And so all those developers who put their games up on there, all of those creators that put all of the stuff on Fab up there are getting screwed because you won't admit that buyers should have more information. So give buyers more information, and you do that with reviews, you do that with comments, you do that with the questions. Man, the questions are really good in the old store. Just say Fab was a mistake. We tried to combine two things, and we took the worst parts of all of them and combined them into one giant thing, and we called it Fab because it was a domain name we own. I mean, so don't use Fab. Just go roll it back into the store, integrate it. Like, I can't even browse it in the Epic Game browsery thing that I live in because I'm launching my engine and testing things and trying different things. And again, Unreal 5. I know it may not be the big money maker, but here, let me help you how to make it the big money maker. Humans, give buyers more information. So please, Tim, just pretend there's people in the world who want to buy things and give them some more information to do that. That'd be super awesome, helpful. Otherwise, I'm going to go to the Discord, those developers, I'm going to buy it and not give you a cut. Or just not buy it. Boris is concerned. Boris, it's okay. It's okay.